Hello everyone, it's Cress, aka Lady Taka, and it is time for this week's haul video. It is July 11th, and this is for the last 2 weeks. Both Thrift and Rummage sale finds. There weren't many Rummage sales last weekend. On Sunday for my birthday, I went to Goodwill, and I did luck out and find this beautiful custard glass piece. You can see it's definitely UV reactive. I did pay up for it because it wasn't chipped at all, and I had to save it from the shelf, and I had birthday money from friends and credit, so I was able to cover all of it. It was $24.99. Probably one of the most expensive. I think the most expensive before this was $10 on a piece, but I felt like I had to save it. It wasn't even in the case. This one was hand painted by M. Kiernan, the little flowers. So I'm going to have to go through my display case and weed out something else so that fits in. And the other piece of glass I got in the last 2 weeks was this hobnail opalescence, I assume perfume bottle. At first I thought this was a replacement cap, but it matches up with those are there online. They just did the caps in clear. There is a manufacturer's defect on here. There's like cracks in the glass in between layers. You can't feel a crack on the top or on the inside, so it's a manufacturing defect, and I will mention that when I list this. The term for this week is eclectic. So then for $4, I picked up these nuns. They on the back say a song to brighten the day. I thought they were cute. Picked up another one of these sandstone Mel guys on sandstone, Coco Pele. I might actually sell this one. I have 2 smaller version ones and one riding a bicycle right now. I'm kind of running out of room where I display them, so but he's pink on one side and more detail-y colored on the other. And in a similar color pattern, found this one guest cup mug that needs cleaning, or someone could use it as a vase, but it's marked Dryden, Hot Springs, Arkansas. I had not found a piece of Dryden pottery before, I don't think. So the glaze got me. The guest kind of threw me off, but then the Dryden got me back in. This was only 75 cents because everything at St. Vinny's yesterday was half off. Surprise, surprise! Wasn't even advertised. Oh, and likewise, I only paid $1.25 for him. I think I paid $1.50 for the hobnail piece. Got one random Roger Rabbit book because I couldn't resist my childhood. Yesterday got for $1.50 at St. Vinny's these 2 birds that obviously go together. And they, of course, are marked Odagiri, Japan. They are much bigger, though, than the Odagiri birds usually are. They're usually half this size, so this will take a bigger box than usual. And then today, at an estate sale, I wanted all her cobalt blue glassware. She had quite the collection, but couldn't really afford any. But I did, for 50 cents, find one Odagiri seal cup. She had several seal things as well. But for 50 cents, gee, we're in the area where they marked them and didn't just put a sticker on them, too. One of my only finds last week was this wood-carved camel, possibly for a nativity scene, for 99 cents last week. Got this ornament today. He is in the box. I do not know if he works yet, but he's supposed to do the chicken dance, and it's a chicken playing the accordion. So I hope that works. Paid $1 for that today. I paid $1 for each of these ornaments. I think because it was $5 I paid out, and I had 5 items at the donation sale. So I got this Maisto in the box ornament. It does need fixing. The driver keeps falling out of place, so I might have to glue him down. He doesn't want to pop in. I think it was a Ford Mustang on there. And then similarly at the same sale, out of the box, got a Maisto Ford pickup truck. Both the characters inside, and the doors do open on both of those. 48 Ford pickup. Since I did so well on those planes that were Maisto, I now always pick up Maisto if it's reasonably priced. And then I got this Coke ornament in the box where it's just like an old Coke machine. And then I got this cool Santa riding a snowmobile, apparently for Lowe's. It's marked Lowe's for Lowe's Racing. But I like his little goggles and got a candy cane coming out of the backpack. Similarly for half a quarter, because I bought two things. It was buy one, get one at St. Vinny's in Ishburn. Sorry, it's hot. So I grabbed this vulture. I do not know if this is the one I had already or not, but I couldn't risk it for half a quarter to not grab him and then find out I should have grabbed him. So I have another vulture from Robin Hood. I just don't know if I have this vulture or the other one already. So, and then to get my quarter to split evenly, I grabbed this cool little racing Hershey's Kiss. Today, for $2, I got this because it was so unique and different. In the box, it is a cute little taxi from Thailand. It's actually marked taxi on the top, but it's got some amazing details in it. And with the box, I thought I'd give that a chance. I'm going to guess my medication got renewed even though I didn't tell it to. Or political campaigns are texting, one or the other. Last week I grabbed him. I think he was $2 or $2.50, but then I used him all week on my table for display for 4th of July, and now I can sell him because I got to use him. So he's been out celebrating the holiday, but he's a Precious Moments one, which explains why it's not bright blue and bright red, and it's like pink and pale blue, because they refuse to do. I mean, it's just like even a bald eagle has much darker brown fur feathers normally. But he's still cute, so, and I did get to use him. I try to avoid giant ones, but for $3, considering I saw one at a Rummage sale 3 weeks ago, they wanted 10 for it, and it was stained all hell. This one is incredibly clean. This is Opus the penguin. He still has his tags and his Dakin tag bar on him, and $2.99. So I couldn't resist grabbing him. I will sell him. I'm currently going through all my toys. Right now I'm on all my advertising toys, reorganizing them into their categories and repacking them away. All the ones that are plush are going back out to the shed, but I'm reevaluating and taking pictures. Like back in 2018, I did videos unboxing my totes. You can go back to those if you want. I do have a few more I've added over the last 6, 7, 8 years, but I also was trying, I have a whole tote of repeats or similars that I am selling, so, or donating, depending. The other thing I got at that donate sale, because I just want to see what this sounds like, Sesame Street Fever. I really, really want to hear. We have Sesame Street Fever, Doing the Pigeon, Rubber Ducky, Trash, C is for Cookie, and Has Anybody Seen My Dog? So, and it was very clean, which was ironic because with my birthday $5 at Kohl's, I ordered 2 shirts. I had to pick them up separately. I had to pick this one up today, which was Sesame Street. I have an old smaller size. I usually get shirts in 2X now because almost always they shrink. So at least I get like extra wears out of it while it's shrinking. So I have a Christmas themed Sesame Street one that I will give away now or donate. That just doesn't fit me right. It's a little tight over the years. So, but it seems to have most of the gang on there. So I thought that was well timed. And the other shirt I got, so I basically got one for free because it ended up being like $14 and change with the tax, and they're marked 15 at Kohl's. But I got a Kool-Aid Man, oh yeah shirt. And then for $2 at St. Vinny's yesterday, I got this Jurassic Park shirt, which will allow me to sell or donate my other Jurassic Park shirt that just doesn't fit right. It has a much more beautiful design than this. This is just the simple design, but the other one was like a postcard from the island, but it just doesn't fit my shoulders with breasts. It just doesn't work. I get men's shirts because I have actual shoulders, and so most women's shirts are cut, don't fit me, but then you have to account for having a bust line. For half of 75 cents, I grabbed Dopey here. Unfortunately, I couldn't test him in the store, and it technically turns on, but it's so old, there's literally a bug trapped in there with him, and it just has a little tiny glow. It doesn't actually glow, but I'm pretty sure you could get a replacement plug thingy for it, hopefully. But he was cute. Then last week for 50 cents, because everything was half off at St. Vinny's last week too, I got this Care Bear Good Luck Bear as a witch, and then I realized, oh my god, it's actually for Wicked because the foot is marked with the W. So, again, I'm telling you, eclectic mix. For 25 cents, I grabbed this tomato ketchup dog toy, and I'm just going to throw it at the Clifford and see if he likes it. See, my cat has to have dog toys because he's not allowed catnip because he gets super aggressive on it. But it's also funny because Rita lives in this house and she's the one person who can count ketchup as an actual fruit side vegetable. And then I don't seem to be able to resist a Ziggy, especially for 50 cents. Love and Kisses Ziggy. He has an interesting body, though. I don't know if he's meant to, like, just drape over something or what, but he's all beanie. And then I didn't know what I was buying, but it was weird. I paid $1 for this 1971 figure, and it has an interesting voice box on the back. So I was like, how do you do that? Well, you don't pull that string. What you actually do. So she technically does work, and she sells anywhere between 50 to, someone's even trying to get 200 for her, but they're crazy. But it does technically work for $1. So I'll definitely get that listed. Thankfully, I finally had some sales in the last 2 days. All yesterday, I had 3 different sales. I had like 10 days of nothing. Like I had one Etsy sale and nothing on eBay for 10 days. I've never had it that slow. I've had like 7 days in a row once, but never 10. So hopefully it picks up more and I can beat whatever I did in June. And June can just be my bad month for this year. But that is stressing people out, man. But I will put my links for my Trashkateer Treasures stores down below on Etsy and eBay. And again, one last look at my pretty thing. Oh yeah, and it has the original Fenton label on it. So you don't even have to squeeze your eyes to see the other Fenton part designed into it. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go cool off more.